Hello and welcome. Today we have with us Dr. Reshmy, a gynecologist, and we are going to have some insightful conversation with her. Welcome, ma'am.
Hi, thank you.
Hi. Now, my first question is, over the time, a lot has changed in the medical industry, especially when it comes to gynecological department and the female or like menstruator sort of diseases or disorders. We see a lot of misdiagnosis or disorders or syndromes like PCOS or endometriosis diagnosed at a very later stage. So how has new technology or let's say things that have changed over the time, how has it impacted in early diagnosis?
Okay. Rather than the misdiagnosis, the point to be stressed is the late diagnosis. It is said that endometriosis, a woman suffering from endometriosis takes at least 8 years to get diagnosed. So endometriosis is a very painful condition. So for 8 years, the woman has to suffer pain, and she won't be on any medicine to retard the progress of the disease before she is diagnosed. So new technologies such as ultrasound scan, MRI scans, and advanced measures have definitely helped in early diagnosis. And there are some biomarkers, blood biomarkers, which will help in diagnosis. So the problem is young girls, when they come, we can't do a proper scan for them. So in those patients, probably in cities, MRI and all are there. But in rural places, we may have to rely on still ultrasound scan when it is available or blood biomarkers for diagnosis of these diseases.
Right. And ma'am, when it comes to specifically, let's say PCOS, how difficult is it to diagnose it with let's say something as simple as getting your menstruation late just because you're stressed?
Yeah. So PCOS, for a proper gynecologist, it's not a very difficult disease to diagnose. We have certain criteria. So once the criteria are satisfied, that is the girl is having anovulation, that is a prolonged periods, which can occur, as you have told, with stress also. But only that is not the only criteria. So we have other factors such as the girl may have hyperandrogenism, that is due to the testosterone excess in her body. She may have excess pimples, or she may have hair or male pattern of baldness, and then ultrasound diagnosis. So we combine all these three measures and then make a proper diagnosis. So the chance of getting misdiagnosed is rare. Yeah, if you see a proper gynecologist for PCOS.
Right. And then talking about the gynecological issue, one biggest problem I feel is there's a lot of shame and taboo.
Yes.
So how can this be handled?
Yes, especially in not so city areas, there is still shame and taboo to visit a gynecologist, especially for a young girl. So young girl visiting gynecologist is not so much acceptable in our society yet, but then that has to change. And one measure is by doing a telemedicine consultation sort of thing. So she can talk to a doctor, the doctor can advise her, and then they can talk by seeing each other via video call or something, and then like that that we can that once the hesitation is over, she will be comfortable and to go and see the doctor.
Right, ma'am. And now, since we are running short in time, so one thing I want to ask you, do you have a special mantra for young girls to lead a healthy life?
Of course. So lifestyle modification is very important. Lifestyle modification is the most important step for treating a condition such as PCOS. So our motto should not be to just reduce their weight, because to reduce weight they may do a lot of fat diets or extreme exercise. So what we have to focus is on a healthy lifestyle. So they have to eat good, proper, balanced diet. So which includes a lot of vegetables, fruits, nuts, yogurt. So they have to include that in their diet. Along with that, a daily exercise pattern should be followed. Not a very strenuous exercise pattern. A daily exercise of at least 30 minutes a day for 5 days a week is more than enough. So once they adapt this healthy lifestyle, rather than focusing on their weight, definitely there will be a very good change in their PCO management.
Right. All right, ma'am. Thank you so much. It was an insightful conversation.
Thank you.